The mission of the Nclhia, the premier nonprofit association of licensed home inspectors in North Carolina, is to promote excellence and exemplary practice within the profession and to meet the needs of the home buying and selling public. This presentation is brought to you by the North Carolina Licensed Home Inspector Association to further your understanding of the home inspection process and how it benefits the home buying and selling public. The North Carolina Licensed Home Inspector Association has approximately 450 members providing inspection services across all of North Carolina. A home inspection is a visual snapshot of the condition of the property. It's taking a look at several different areas or disciplines and gives the client, again, a Polaroid snapshot of the condition of the property at that time. It's important for real estate agents, as well as the buyers and sellers, to have an understanding of the home inspection process and its value. Purchasing or selling a house is a big investment, and a client should know as much about the house as possible before the transaction. A home inspection by a qualified home inspector will serve well both the buyer and the seller. A house is comprised of numerous independent and interrelated systems, including the grounds, structure, exterior surfaces, roof, crawl space, attic, interior rooms including bathrooms and kitchen, built-in appliances, electrical systems, plumbing, and heating and air conditioning systems. A qualified inspector will identify those that are not functioning as intended. With the report as a basis, necessary repairs can be addressed prior to closing. If possible, the client should plan to attend the inspection so the home inspector can point out and discuss any major findings. Most home buyers lack the knowledge and the skill and especially the emotional detachment needed to inspect the home themselves. By using the services of a licensed home inspector, they can gain a better understanding of the condition of the property, especially whether any items do not function as intended or adversely affect the habitability of the dwelling or warrant further investigation by a person who specializes in the item in question. If you're going to buy a house, it's usually the largest investment of your life, and you want to feel comfortable that there aren't any major problems with it before you sign the final papers. So you call a home inspector in. A home inspector is kind of like your family physician. Basically, we're a generalist. We have knowledge in all of these different disciplines, and if we see something that is not right, we'll refer you to a specialist. The whole process gives you a bucket of information to help make the decision, do I want to go ahead and purchase this property or do I want to look for something else? There are standards set forth by the state of North Carolina that detail the minimum observations that a home inspector has to take into account. The average person is just not going to be aware of all the nuances involved in looking at a property. Crawl spaces and attics are two prime examples. Most people never go into crawl space or go in the attic. What is a home inspection? It's an evaluation of the visible and accessible systems and components of the home. Examples, the plumbing system, the roof. And it's intended to give the client, who is usually a home buyer, gives them a better understanding of the condition of the property. It's also important to know what a home inspection is not. It's not an appraisal of the property's value. It does not guarantee that the home complies with local building codes, and it does not protect you in the event an item inspected fails in the future. It's an evaluation of the property on the day it's inspected, taking into consideration normal wear and tear. A home inspection is a visual inspection, and it should not be considered technically exhaustive. The North Carolina Home Inspector Licensure Board standards of practice do not require the inspector to report on wood-destroying insects, environmental contamination, pools, spas, and some other areas that are listed in the offer to purchase contract form. Always ask the home inspector if he covers all of the things which are important to you. If not, it's your responsibility to arrange for an inspection of these items by the appropriate professionals. For a description of the services to be provided by the home inspector and their cost, you should read carefully the written contract which the home inspector must give you and which you must sign before the home inspection can be performed. The North Carolina Licensed Home Inspector Association is delighted to have presented this review of the home inspection process for you. With the knowledge gained from this presentation, it is our hope that you have a clearer understanding of how an inspection by a qualified home inspector relates to the total home buying and selling process. For more information on home inspections and to locate an inspector near you, visit our website at www.nclhia.com or contact us at 888-326-0622.